Pastor C, a lot of people, and I am from Atlanta, Georgia, as you know, have a little southern slang in my conversation. So, but I'm here to talk about plan purpose, and I always like to start out talking about the situation of having a dream. Have you ever went to sleep and woke up and didn't remember what you dreamed? There's a lot of people living right now who are getting up every day and only existing. They say they know where they're going, but they always find themselves walking into a wall. How do we do that? So now what we find out in life is that we have a lot of relevancy, but we don't live it. We talk it. We have now memorized how we're supposed to introduce ourselves. How do we introduce ourselves as ladies? Ladies, we come into a room, and you know what? A lot of times, as I was coming up as a young girl, I was always tall. I was 6 feet tall in the 6th grade. So I haven't gotten any shorter. But I was always tall. And what I was always told that when you walk into a room, don't be so flamboyant. Don't be so happy because it makes other people feel insecure. That's what we do as women. We say we want to be leaders. But the other way to be leaders, you got to be able to lead your life first. So we find out, we're going to talk about these P's: plan, purpose, and process, and outcome. What it really means is talking about plan, purpose, and pursuit. Do you really have a plan? If you don't have a plan, you can't go anywhere anyway. So we find out here plan is a detailed proposal for doing and achieving something. In order to have a plan, you must assign a face to that plan. Do your plan have a face? We say we want to be in leadership. We say we want to lead a good life, but do my plan have a face? Is my face my mother? Is it my old boss? Is it my coworkers? Or is it my employees? Do my plans. I tell people every time I lead people, I tell them, you do not lead people, you lead a process. If you know the process and you lead a process, the people will follow. Now, purpose. Without a purpose, there is no destiny. A lot of people get up every day. I don't know why I'm here. I'm just here. Do you know your purpose? Purpose is always going to drive your destiny. So you'll find out that purpose, it has relationship, it has jobs, it has family. What is your purpose on your job? I don't live for my job, but I know what I need to pull from my job. And so a lot of times, all people have is their job. But what happens when you got a life that's in your job, that you make an impact on your job? I had decided I work for Wells Fargo, but I used to work for GE. GE sold us to Wells Fargo. So I've been in this company 27 years. And a lot of times I was getting ready to leave, but I realized as a pastor, as a chaplain, that why would I leave when I have all my surrounding people I need to talk to? The best place to minister is in the marketplace. So I found out I gained relationships, and that was part of my purpose. The reason for something that's done is to create something that exists. What is existing in your life? Let's get to talk about it. Process. This is the hardest thing that people want to do. We say things. How many in here right now, by the show of hands, how many of everybody here, how many things that you got, so many things that you've done in your mind? How many here, you know, I'm going to do this? How many got 5 things they're going to do in their mind? Guess what? This used to be me. I have been and ran 5 miles. 5 miles. Cleaned up the whole house, wiped the baseboards down, did everything, talked about 20 people. It was in my mind. I was still sitting on the bed. How many people are still sitting in their place, not moving? You have a process, you have an idea, you have a vision, you have a mission, but you haven't moved. What got you in this time that you won't move? Is it life? Is it your fear? Well, I tell you, as a pastor, you know I'm a pastor. God did not give us a spirit of fear, but love and power and a sound mind. Where is your mind at in this hour? It says that a series of actions and steps taken in order to achieve a particular end. It's easy saying, but will you get up and do it? Oh, okay, let's go on. They don't want to talk to me. Okay, I'll talk to myself. The way to get started is to quit talking about it and begin to doing it. We talk too much. Can I just be honest as women? We talk a lot, doing nothing. And guess what? We're talking to people who are not pulling us. You should have these type of friends. Friends, I like smart friends. I am a person that I love to pick a person's mind. I said that these are the type of friends you should have in your life and in relationship. Someone that's smarter than you, someone that you're on the same level, and someone that needs your help. So this is where my life is. I'm reaching, I'm pulling, and I'm steady moving. If you learn that concept, oh, you'll go a long way. So now, destiny, plan, purpose, process equals outcome. Very simple. You got a plan? Let's put the plan to action. How can I put a plan to action if I'm operating in fear? How can I put a plan to action if I don't think I can do it? How can I put a plan to action talking to people who have never done it, who have no idea of how to do it, and I'm taking wisdom from them? Why would I take wisdom from somebody who's not a risk taker? Risk takers are very powerful in your life if you try it. She just told me, she said, I like your glasses. She said, I don't have the risk to do it. Yes, you do. Just try them on. And let somebody else tell you, girl, you look good. Maybe you'll wear them all day. Okay. Come on, ladies. Come on. Let's wake it up. So now, I told you I'm done. I didn't come to talk long, but I want to tell you this right here. As a leader and as a mother, I have 3 children. One passed. He died of a massive heart attack at age 24. And I didn't know truly my purpose. I had plans. And so I was opening up. I have several different organizations. I talk to women who deal with depression. So I have an organization called WADE, Women Against Depression Empowerment. MADE, Men Against Depression Empowerment. TADE, Teen Against Depression Empowerment. And I also have a church. My greatest passion is I like to go out and I like to feed others. Now I do a lot of that every year. I feed the homeless, but I like to feed people with knowledge. A lot of times I feel that we do not have enough knowledge and wisdom, because knowledge and wisdom give us power if we use it correctly. And so when my son passed, I started doing this thing called self-evaluation. And before he died, he went to Las Vegas, and I was taking him to the airport, and he said, Ma, you live for everybody else, and you're always doing something for everybody else. One thing I want you to do is live. And that made me question, am I not living? I'm doing everything that I thought was supposed to do. I love on people. I'm found friendly. I'm helping others. But I realized I was living for someone else and not living for myself. Because I've always wanted people to ask me, what do you like? And I can just ramble it off, right? But when somebody asked me that, they said, what do you do? And who are you? I couldn't tell them. So the last 7 years, I started practicing on my answer. Who am I? I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. Not because, we as women, we look at the outer appearance. Oh, what we wear. That does not identify who I am, but who I am here, and where I walk into a room to let you know I have arrived. Could y'all ladies stand up for me, please? A lot of times, as women, we walk into a room, and I can immediately tell your confidence level. I can immediately tell that you're going through something. I've got a good sense of discernment, but also have a good sense of knowing that you're a good person. You give a lot to a lot of people, but you need some vacation time, and you need that time because you share a lot, and you like to share. But there's some things that have hit your life impactfully. That guess what? But you're going to be able to share those same things that hit your life impactfully that somebody else is going to live from. You have a living source inside of you. Believe that. I just told you that something. Write that down. Now, ladies, look at the next lady. Look at the person next to you. Look. Just look around. That's my oyster. Don't worry about him. Let's look at the lady. But don't look at somebody that you feel comfortable looking at. Just look at someone. Now, when you look at them, did you smile? Did you get a smile? Or did you just get a look? Look at the next person. Listen, let me tell you what I noticed in the room. The only thing you changed and the only way you turned was your neck. But when you look at somebody, the way you turn is what you give them. Watch this. Let me turn around, sweetheart. I give you me. But if I only turn this way, I just gave you part of me. The way you turn to a person is what you're willing to present to them. So if I only turn and gave you, if I gave you, you have all of my full attention. But if I only turn sideways at you, you really don't have me. I haven't even connected with you. I'm not trying to. I'm just doing an exercise. The way you carry yourself and the way you present yourself is what you're willing to give up. Again, when somebody speaks to you, give them all of you, because then you'll be able to receive all of them. You'll know exactly who they are and what they are for you. Now give yourself a hand clap. I'm almost done. This is my last piece. It is difficult to do anything without a plan or direction. It renders the plan ineffective and unsuccessful. It is hazardous to have sight and no vision. We are walking around a lot of times with no vision. People perish without vision and because they have no direction in relationships, friendship, marriages. I heard her. I want to just run up here and just grab you. Words are affirmation. You need to declare those things over your life. I hear people say, I'm never going to get married again. You can't speak a temporary thing for your long destiny. And so a lot of times what we're saying, because we're hurt now, we're speaking longevity. No. Don't say anything. So just get me well. So did you know that marriages cannot survive without a plan? People in marriage without a plan. I didn't say the partner. I said a plan. What we're going to do in life. Did you know that? Did you know that you can't live without a vision? Without a vision, you perish. They call it foolish and non-thinking. All right. Thank y'all.